Zoe, hi. Okay, are you ready? This is a special book that was also chosen for you by one of my lovely coworkers. This one's called The Wonderful Thing About Hiccups by Cece Meng, illustrated by Janet Pederson. What does a hiccup sound like? It goes almost like a burp, but not quite. Okay, are you ready? Set, go. The wonderful thing about hiccups. The wonderful thing about hiccups is that they make people laugh. Zoe, can you laugh? Do you laugh when I burp? What about when I fart? Do we laugh when we tell jokes? Yeah, I noticed that this during story time at the library. Libraries are ordinarily quiet places. The wonderful thing about quiet places is that they make loud hiccups and sound even louder. Hiccup, 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 hiccup. My little sister says that very loud hiccups sometimes go away when you hang upside down and drink water. You're not allowed to do this in the library, though. The wonderful thing about hanging upside down in a tree is that you never know what you might find hiding in the branches. I found a hippo. The wonderful thing about finding a hippo in a tree is that it is a big surprise. Big surprises are the best way to get rid of big hiccups. Hippos are the best way to carry your library books. The wonderful thing about having a hippo carry your library books is that he can hold them high enough so they will not get wet in the sprinklers. Little sisters, on the other hand, get wet quite easily. The wonderful thing about little sisters is they dry off quickly when your hippo blows and blows and blows. Can you blow? You gotta go. It is not so wonderful when your library books blow away. The wonderful thing about flying books is that they eventually land. There is nothing wonderful about having them land in a yard with a giant dog. I suggest having a giant hippo there to help you. Zoe, what sound would the giant dog make? Good work. The holding on to library books while riding a scared running hippo is hard. The wonderful thing about dropping library books while riding a scared running hippo is that hippos are good at catching them before they fall into the dirt. Little sisters, on the other hand, fall into the dirt quite easily. There is nothing wonderful about an angry little sister, especially when her yelling scares your hippo right into an ice cream cart. Flying ice cream is a wonderful way to share with everyone in the neighborhood. Library books do not make wonderful plates. The wonderful thing about having an ice cream party is that you get to watch a hippo eat 10 scoops in a row. Okay, can we count to 10 together? Ready? Okay, gotta put up your fingers so we can count. Ready? 1, 2, 3. Nice. 4, 5, 6, 7. Comes after 7. 8, 9, 10. 10 scoops in a row. Do not let him hold your library books while doing this, though. He may accidentally swallow them. There is nothing wonderful about swallowed library books. There is nothing wonderful about a hippo with a belly ache. There is nothing wonderful about a humongous hippo burp that shoots your little sister into the air like a rocket. Well, that's a big burp. Standing on a hippo is a wonderful way to look for a little sister. It is not so wonderful when you have to explain to the librarian why your little sister is stuck on the roof of the library. The wonderful thing about librarians is that they are great at rescuing little sisters. Some librarians may forget to tell you they are afraid of high places. Jumping down from high places is wonderful only if you use a hippo belly as a landing cushion. The wonderful thing about belly bouncing on a hippo is that if you are lucky, you may just bounce your library books right out of his mouth. The wonderful thing about getting library books back is that you finally get to read them. Hippos are great listeners, though they may ask you to read their favorite book over and over and over. Finished library books are to be returned on time. The wonderful thing about returning your books to the library on time is that you can prove to your mother that you are ready for your own library card. And what's so wonderful about that? If your hippo gets the hiccups during story time, you may just find the cure in a book. The end. Thanks for reading with me, Zoe.